The government surveillance programs targeting American citizens, the Internal Revenue Service's crackdown on Tea Party and other conservative groups, the Justice Department's secret collection of journalists' phone records, and the handling of an attack in Benghazi that left the U.S. ambassador to Libya and 3 other Americans dead are just some of the controversies the White House has been battling in recent weeks. Now the president seems to be paying the political cost. A new CNN ORC International survey indicates an 8% drop in the president's approval ratings to 45%, his lowest in almost 2 years. It's the first time in the Obama presidency that over half of the public say they don't think he's trustworthy.
Look at what's happened in the last month and a half versus his campaign promises, both in 2008, 2012. He says one thing and does something else. He is a creature that is not independent. He's basically being pulled around by the leaders, the Democratic leaders in the Senate and the House, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid. They were the ones who put him up in 2008 to run for president. They believe that if it were not for them, he would not be president.
6 in 10 Americans believe that the government is so large and powerful that it threatens the right and freedoms of ordinary Americans, higher than the 52% who disapproved of George W. Bush in 2006, when government surveillance also made headlines.
America is a democracy. A democracy is based on an informed citizenry. It is based on freedom of information. It is based on freedom of speech. It is based on freedom of association. All of those things are being profoundly threatened.
The president's approval rating on terrorism has also dropped by 13 points since mid-May. But politics aside, according to the poll, views of Obama's personal characteristics have also declined. The number of Americans who think he's honest has dropped 9 points over the past month to 49%.
The positive thing about this entire surveillance scandal is that, unlike many other countries in the world, there is now a vigorous debate about it. And debate is the great protector of democracy. And checks and balances, the idea of balancing forces, opposing forces balancing each other. The forces of criticism right now are opposed to the forces of surveillance. And somehow in the balance, America will find its feet again.
53% of those questions say he can't manage the government effectively, and although 52% say the president is a strong and decisive leader, it's down 6 points from last month. The drop is mainly due to a dramatic decline among people under the age of 30, who along with African Americans had the most faith in the president's policies and his administration. It's yet to be seen whether or not Barack Obama will be able to win back the hearts and minds of these groups. Susan Madaris, Press TV, New York.